All right, I want to do an unboxing of a new game, just fresh off Kickstarter called Machina Arcana or Machina Arcana. Take your pick, several different ways to pronounce it, but this is what it is. It's by George Village. And first thing I've noticed is that it is a hefty, hefty box. Um, think they said it ended up coming out at almost 5.5 pounds. But very nice artwork, pretty well packaged, good shrink wrap. There was a little bit of issue just with the post office. As you can see, there's a little bit of crinkling on the corner right there, but nothing bad. Everything else is pretty well intact. So let's pop this open and see what's inside. Perhaps. So this gives a nice view of the matte finish on the box. Kind of, yeah. Oh. And Samurai stopping by to say hello. Hey, kitty. Oh, there we go. So let's see what we got here. Nice tight seal for one, but here we go. All right. So one nice touch, little extra, is the Bestiarium, which is going to have a rundown of all of the different monsters that are in the game. Very cool artwork. This is heavily inspired by steampunk horror. I believe there are heavy influences from Lovecraft as well. The storybook, which don't see a page count on, but it is pretty thick, and we'll kind of give you a rundown of each of the characters and some of the scenarios that they may be found in. Nice finish on this as well. Same with the Bestiarium. It's kind of a glossy matte type of deal. And you can see it doesn't completely reflect the light. It dissipates it to some degree. You have the gameplay manual. This is a glossy finish. Pretty standard, typical fare as far as that goes. You have your game setup, playing the game, monster behavior. So there is AI built into the game. This will detail that, and ideally we'll get into that in another session. Because I do hope to give this a run through sometime pretty soon. Right now, I just want to check out the components. You have treasure, events, which will drive the game. Map tiles. This is a modular game. We'll check these out in a second. You won't be playing the same thing twice, that's for sure. So, ooh, I like that. Tips and tricks. All right, so let's see what makes this so heavy. And this is going to be it right here. This is the set of board tiles. So I'm going to scoot this over for a minute. See, good. We're going to just rip this open, it looks like. We have, not sure what we have. We have the Howling Mountain. Not exactly sure what this plays yet, but what role this plays, but we'll say this is nice, thick cardboard, very well constructed, that same sort of matte finish found on the other items. I have a bunch of character tokens, it looks like, along with, I believe these are going to be your players, and some monster tokens. We've got the deep one. It's a little easier to read on this side, easier to see too. Moonbeast, Migo, Elder Thing. Very nice. And looks like some currency and health tokens, one of which just fell onto the floor. Hey. More character and monster tokens. More health, etc. So we'll see what those do at some later date. We have two-sided game tiles, or map tiles, I should say. It's a little, maybe a little tough to see. No, it looks pretty good actually. You can see tiles are broken down into main areas. I think this is a monster icon. Some of these I know are treasure icons. You can see the walls marked out here, doorways. Curious to see how all of this stuff is going to interact with itself. Oh, there's a scenario end. Just go through each of these real quick. We have, I think, 10 or 12 game boards total in here. And obviously I've not had a chance to play through this. I've seen a couple videos, but nothing extensive thus far, so I'll be going through the rule book shortly. And scenario end, scenario 2, and trying to get together a rundown of how this is played and do a solo session. So that will be forthcoming. So those are all the map tiles. These are fairly large, as you can see. I'd say 10 inches or so, 10 by 10 inches a piece. This will probably take up a fair amount of real estate. Although if there are 3 scenarios with, let's see what we have here, 10 boards, maybe we won't need it. Perhaps they'll be picked up between each scenario. We have some card packs here. Well packaged. I like this tray. Everything fits nice and snug. All the cards. Here's some standees for characters and monsters. Really cool looking dice. I'll pop these open in just a second. I think these are going to be player boards, 4 apiece. Nothing on the back, but it is a nice touch. It's not just a black. There's this textured graphic, kind of stone looking graphic. You see a little bit of a bend on this one. Again, nothing that's going to be problematic. Overall quality is fantastic. So here's a glimpse of that player board. I'm not going to pop all of these cards open right now, but see if we can get an idea of what they are. Watchers in the Dark. Increase monster threat by 1 for each quest card. So perhaps that's what these are. Sorry about that. Kind of got off screen a little bit. All together now. To increase explorers' attack rolls by number of adjacent explorers. So something beneficial for traveling together. Let's see. Slightly different artwork on the back of these. I'm going to say these are weapon cards. Cool, pretty cool looking spear, the Force Alternator. Increase armor, decrease armor, and arcane attack going on with this. Not sure what all of these symbols are yet, but we will learn in due time. Perhaps that's treasure. Yeah. More treasure items. It's looking like Ritual Cloak. Your attacks are arcane. Can't really argue with doing magic damage. Then I'm going to guess these are the Explorer cards. You have a background story for each one, and in fact, yes, Explorer on the bottom. Several of them, assuming they're all Explorers. And then lastly, I'm guessing these are going to be the monster cards. That looks like a menacing little guy. We have the Spawn of Orn back here. He'll do some arcane attacks. Destroys doors and barriers without stamina cost. No idea how that will affect things, but I'm sure it will in ways that we don't care to imagine. And then this guy has graphics on both sides, so not sure what's up with that. Let's check out these dice, though. I really like the way these look. This is a pleasant little surprise. See if I can get this focused a little bit better on the dice. Come on. Alright, this looks like this will work well enough. Nice little intricate designs around the sides of these. These are indented pips. They're not just painted on, so colors are going to last a while. And in fact, yeah, the art around the side is also etched in. So these colors should last quite a bit. So we have 1, 1, 1, and blank, 2, 2 on this guy, and we have 3 of those. Very similar. We have these black dice, which have 1, 2, 1, 2, blank, and 3. Again, same sort of deal. Everything is etched in. Very, very good quality. Feels good in the hands. We have the yellow guy. Has a nice little heart. I'm assuming this is going to be for health. Honeycomb kind of design here. Perhaps for stamina or armor based on the other cards. And of course, blank spot if we get unlucky. Looks like a D10 with 0 through 9. No, it's pretty tough to see. Sorry I can't get the focus going too well on this. But it has 0 through 9 on it. Again, all etched in, so the color is going to last. Then we have more of these. Here we go. 4 each of blue and red D10s. I'm thinking these are going to be health and stamina counters. Can't really make out anything that's a great identifier on these, but again, quality and etching is pretty fantastic. I really want to be able to show these close up. Hey, I think we're onto something now. All right, let's go back to these then. So can see and really get an idea of how that artwork looks on here. Really cool. And the black for comparison, really nice. Got the yellow. And the D10 yellow, which I'm assuming will also work as a counter similar to what the blue and the red are, which are, again, right here. So very cool looking stuff, very nice quality components. Pretty excited to get into this. I'm going to take a look through the instruction manual, and it may take a while, to be frank. But once I get that sorted out and have an idea of how things are, I will come back and see if we can do a playthrough or at least an intro to how all of this fits together.